Hey, Collective. It's 3:46 in the morning. I tell y'all that spirituality is not a joke. I'm asleep, and my Uncle Wolf, it keep coming in my dream. So, I heard him say, I was trying to warn you then. The last time I seen my Uncle Wolf, y'all, I'm hearing Daddy, Uncle Wolf, Uncle Rob, my daddy. Y'all finna get some justice. I don't know where this is coming from, y'all. I just know what I know, and I know what I see in my dreams, and what I seen in my dreams just now, and I popped up. I can't go to sleep. I can't go back to sleep. I can't lay down. I was trying to lay down, but every time I lay down, the scene of me in the hospital with Uncle Wolf keep popping in my head. And I remember Origin sitting there, and I walked up to the edge of the bed. Uncle Wolf couldn't talk or nothing, but he saw me, and I said, you know me, you remember me? And a teardrop was coming out of his motherfucking eye. He was trying to tell me something. And Origin said, yeah, he know, he remember you. I went to the bottom of the bed, and I laid at his feet, and I cried, and I wept. And y'all not gonna believe what I'm about to tell y'all. I had just hit a lick and robbed the whole motherfucker for like 500, 800, something like that there. And I don't trust nobody, so the only person that I trusted that I know gonna protect me, ain't gonna let nothing come get me, is Pat Holly. I went to Pat Holly right there where she used to go with that man, where the nursing home is, where they put Daddy at, right there. Soon as I walked in, Pat Holly said, I've been trying to find you, little girl. I said, what? I had so much dope and money on me. I was like, here, Pat, look. Pat said, Tana, I got something to tell you. I said, what, Pat? And this is what Pat said. Pat said, your daddy in the hospital. I said, no, he not. She said, yes, he is. I said, no, you ain't seen my daddy. She said, your other daddy. I said, what? She said, Uncle Wolf. When she said that, I had just robbed the motherfucker not far from there. I knew this motherfucker was looking for me, y'all. Get what I did, man? I come right out that motherfucking house. I walked past TC's. I went all the way up by the shack, all the way down to motherfucking Luna Street, bitch, and I did it walking. I left the dope there. I gave Pat some of the money. Fuck the dope. I took what I could take. And I walked right up to Uncle Wolf's house. And when I walked up there, David Freeman was outside on the car, and I walked up the hill. I was like, what's going on? Y'all, what's going on? And they was trying to console me. What's going on? That's when they took me to him. They took me to him. He had a tear coming out of his eye. The same experience with Papa. They was trying to warn me then about you gate mouth motherfucker, low down motherfucker, some big dirty motherfucking nasty motherfuckers. That's all right, Uncle Wolf. I saw you. Your case reopened, boo. I just want to make sure. They say you died. What you died from? Your bowels bagged up, locked up? That's what you was in the hospital for? Well, we want to know what the autopsy say. I need to know how my Uncle Wolf died. I need to know how Robert Holly died. I need to know. I already know how Slim died. I'm coming for y'all. And y'all know why y'all did it? Because of that land and that money what was left. Because Uncle Wolf, he wasn't too bright. Uncle Wolf couldn't even read. Uncle Wolf couldn't even read or write. Read or something like that. Uncle Wolf dropped out of school in the 6th grade. He told me the story, baby. Uncle Rob, he couldn't read. But he can count that motherfucking money. But my daddy, that y'all say ain't shit, wasn't gonna be shit, I ain't shit, I'm be just like it. He was the most educated one in the motherfucking family. Stop talking about my daddy like he wasn't nothing. My daddy had a more education than any motherfucker that he ever fuck with ever had. Evelyn, you ain't got. And Evelyn wasn't stupid either. Yeah, baby. Bring that ass here. Uncle Wolf, I don't know why you fucking with me, but you fucking with me. You won't let me sleep. Now I'm really wondering, was you my real daddy? And mommy was my mama. Whoever, it don't even motherfucking matter. But we know Evelyn Holly ain't my mammy. So really and truly, if y'all look at it, any one of my uncles can be my daddy. Because I look like each and every one of their mothers. They got the same mama. And Uncle Wolf told me one time, he said, you do not look like Sonny, you look like my mama. And when he showed me the picture of my grandmother, all hell broke loose. She was a bad motherfucker. Her hair was so motherfucking long, she had to bun that bitch like 3-4 times. Boom, smooth skin. That's who I am. That's why when I walked in that hospital, Ain't Tot, you almost shitted on yourself. Do you remember that day, Ain't Tot? When Aunt Jimmy was in the hospital and Daddy wanted to go see him, and me and Sherry got Daddy down there to see his sister. And I walked in that motherfucker and you jumped. Tot. I ain't gonna call you Auntie because I don't fuck with none of y'all. They say my daddy people was the ones that ruined everything. Well, get what? I'm coming back to take what's mine, Uncle Whoops and Uncle Rob's. And I don't give a fuck if y'all sit on the ground. Outside, I'll piss on all of y'all. Because y'all fucked off the wrong motherfuckers. Y'all took something from me. They wasn't mine. They belonged to me. They left me here to bring you hoes down. 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 And get what? Y'all better stop fucking with me because y'all don't know if I'm God or not, huh? Y'all done tried everything, but ain't succeeding around this bitch. Something ain't right, is it? Let's see what it is. He won't let me sleep. So let me get up, pull some cards on my Uncle Rob. My Uncle Wolf. I'm at this bitch.